Welcome to Entertainment Review. Today I'll be teaching you about different businesses that you can start with under 1 million Ugandan shillings and actually make some good profit off. First of all, there is no such thing as a bad job. Every business, as long as it brings in money, it's a good business, yeah? A business is only bad when it ceases to bring money and make profit. Now, first and foremost, you can even if you have a job, you can have a side hustle. Nobody said you can't have a side hustle. Yeah, you have to learn how to multitask. You don't have to do it yourself. You can employ someone to do this. You can do it on large scale or small scale. The first business I've actually seen around, it's vending. Vending, stationing yourself. One, there is different types of vending. You can vend on the streets. You can actually pay for space and vend. Let me give you an example. You've seen those places. Have you been to these supermarkets, different supermarkets, where you see someone stationed outside a supermarket and they are selling different things? They're selling fruits, they're selling vegetables. Now, one thing you have to understand is that these things are underestimated, but they actually make money. They make so much money. You go buy a sack of mangoes at around 250k, and you come down here and sell each mango at 1,000 shillings. I recently went out and bought a mango at 1,000 shillings, one mango like this. Now, do you know how much money this person is making? Now, it's up to you to actually go and do this. You can buy a sack, you can buy less. See, we underestimate these people, but they actually make some good money. It's just that the hustle is different. It's a bit harder and more complicated physically, but they actually make some good money. You can employ people to do this. People are already available who can do this, who can move these products for you. Yeah, they can find buyers for you much easily, and then you give them a cut. Now, the other thing we've seen it, but we don't think about doing it. Majority of us just think about it and actually never take time to actually do and put money into this. These are Rolexes. Now, Rolexes are actually very good. See, half of these people, it's about what skill you have. If you can find someone who has skill to make a good Rolex, it doesn't actually matter where this person is stationed. These Rolexes will move. Chapatis will move. You have to put in you just have to put in time, but the capital is way less than 1 million shillings, depending on what type of store you want. Yeah, you can but I wouldn't recommend someone renting up a full room. These are things you have to rent outside someone's business, because then the rent is very little. Yeah, it's less costly when you're renting outside a business instead of renting actually a room. Now, if you rent a room, you're going to have to incur so many costs, and then this is going to turn out to look like a bad idea, which wouldn't be under normal circumstances. The other thing is fruits. Now, these fruits, the secret behind fruits, do multiple fruits. Yeah, you can even get half a jackfruit. You can get some cucumber. You can get some carrots. You can get some pawpaws. All these things go for different prices. Now, all you have to do is put many fruits. Yeah, many fruits in a can. Yeah, give a client a variety of fruits. If a client wants one type of fruit, they have to pay extra. Yeah, they pay extra if they just want one type. But under normal circumstances, just put a variety. You notice that you use 2 pineapples, which are like 1,000 each. Yeah, or 2,000 each. You see, you end up spending less, but actually making off your money, and you're happy, and your client is happy as well. The other thing that people know or maybe are ashamed to do, I mean, seriously, really, you can do fries. Yeah, if you don't have much going on for you, you don't have a job, you don't wake up to do anything, just wake up and get yourself at least maybe 300k. Yeah, 300 to 400k, and you start a Rolex. You start doing fries off the street. These fries will go. I promise you, they will go. People will buy them. You just have to be good at what you do. You have to be clean, basically. Yeah, you just have to be clean, good at what you do, good lighting, and fresh stuff. Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah, you can put a few cabbages on the side. Either way, this is less than 1 million shillings, and you'll be making some good money back. The other thing, if you know how to ride a motorcycle and you're good and you have a license, even if you don't have a motorcycle, you can try and Go to these safe border offices. These people can actually hook you up with a motorcycle. They can hook you up with a smartphone if you don't have one. And you're going to make your money. First of all, they don't, I did my research, and they don't ask you personally to pay. You see, you have the cash and then you have the cashless. Usually they actually deduct off your cashless. You understand? You keep your cash. Yeah, you keep your cash, and there is a certain amount of money they deduct, and it's negotiable, I think, and it's also reasonable, meaning you can actually end up for paying for this border for like a year reasonably without even noticing you're paying. And at the end of that, you have your own border. You can choose to do whatever you want. You get what I'm saying? Less capital. The other thing is networking. Now, networking, there is so much under networking, and I can't go into it right now. But I'll just give you one example that you can use to make money. Let me give you an example. You know someone has a store of clothes, yeah? You're a lady or you're a gentleman. You know you have a friend who has a store of clothes. Just advertise their clothes. Talk to them, come up with a deal. And these people will give you these deals. For example, if I am buying, I own the shop, and I'm buying my clothes at around 50 per trouser, and I'm selling at around 60, 65, I'll tell you, you know what, I'll sell at 60 to you, and you tell your client 65, which would be the final price. This is not robbery, this is genuinity. So you keep the 5. At the end of the day, you're not paying rent, you're not paying anything, you're just living your life but making money off social media. So many ways you can make money off social media if you actually know how to handle it. The other thing is breakfast cuisines now. But we have different delicacies for breakfast. Half of the people you know, or we know, don't wake up in the morning to go to Cafe Java's, to go to Sheraton to have breakfast. I mean, even if you walk up to you can't do it every day. Majority can't do it every day. So the rest of the time, they're actually getting some of these things off the streets. Yeah, someone is going to get samosas off the streets. Someone is going to get a bit of cassava off the streets. You're going to get rice bowls, whatever the person prefers. But these are the basics. Besides bread, of course. Yeah. You can actually start this. Majority of people are going to actually support you. People eat these things. On a serious note, you go to a trading center where you stay, because I mean, I know majority of us don't actually stay in Kampala in the center. But even if you did, you can always find a spot. Yeah, you go there, you talk to the owner of the spot, you station yourself there and actually start making some good money off there. Yeah, it's not full time, it's part time. You can actually do it in the morning, the following day in the morning you do it for around 4 hours to 5 hours, and then you go do your other stuff. Life keeps going. Then you can actually venture into ice cream. I've done ice cream myself before. It was good. My only problem was electricity. But if you actually have your own electricity, Ugandans, you know what I mean. If you have your own electricity and you can actually manage it, you can actually get a freezer for about 700 to 750, a very good one. Very, very good freezer. And then you can actually start your ice cream. You can do scooped ice cream. I know a bunch of people who actually supply this the best. Because the ice cream machines are a bit more expensive, but you can afford a machine. You can actually just station it at someone's place, someone's shop in front of it. These are manageable. Even a freezer, you can station it there. You don't have to suffer with paying rent. You can still make your money back, a lot of it back. The other thing you can actually do is you can do roadside mochama. Now, this consists of a bunch of things for Ugandans, if you know what I mean. You have chicken, you have meat, you have chicken liver, you have beef liver, you have sausages. All these are basics. Now, the more things you have, because someone will come to buy a chicken and then they'll end up getting some meat too. See? You can specialize in one thing, but you can mix it up. Secret, just be clean. That's all. Do your things ready and be clean. That's all you have to do. The capital cannot take you for more than 200k to 300k. I promise you. You look at this. If you can't do it, employ someone who can do it. Yeah, there is always ready labor available. It's in plenty. I know that. The other thing you can do is you can do juice. You can get a juice dispenser and put it somewhere. Now, if you don't have a juice dispenser, now let's go back to someone who bought a freezer. You bought a freezer. You can actually put your juice in jerry cans and put it in your freezer. And then when you have clients, you see, if you get a freezer, this can actually, you can use it for so many things. So many things. That's at 750K, you can actually conduct over 5 businesses in that freezer. 5. I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know, most of you may not relate, but if you can relate, these are some of the simplest things to do. You can do health juice, you can do basic juice, you can do anything. You can do beetroot, you can do whatever you want. I promise you, people will buy. They'll buy it. And this doesn't cost much. Basic capital. Yeah. Now you can also do popcorns. You can get a popcorn machine. They usually go for about 200 to 250 or 300, at most 350. That is also depending on where you're buying it from. Yeah. So popcorns alone, a kilogram, I think, is around 2,000. See, when they're still in what is that form called? When they look like maize. When they're still grains. Yeah. They cost about 2,000 a kilogram. 2,000 a kilogram, you can make over 10 packs of popcorn out. 10 packs of popcorn where each you're selling at around 1,000 to 500 shillings. You're making your money, I promise you. You're going to make your money out of these popcorns. You just have to be smart about them. You can do flavors, you can do anything. At the end of the day, it comes down to whatever you want. Now, I'm going to give you bonus businesses that I didn't mention up there. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have land, you can venture into farming. Yes, commercial farming. You can rear animals, whatever you want. See you next time. Bye.